What's up, everyone? It's Tom. It is April 18th, 2026, and I have been grinding for about 20 hours. I've made some significant changes to the way the scanner works behind the scenes, and I wanted to discuss that with you. So the biggest change is there are no longer universes. There used to be a toggle up at the top to the right of this snooze button that said core and crypto. Core was stocks and futures, crypto was crypto. The problem with that is if you are trading stocks, futures, and crypto, there was no easy way to get alerts for everything in Mission Control. There was no easy way to manage watch lists across universes. You had to continuously switch back and forth to manage just your stocks and futures watch lists, and then you had to switch over to crypto to manage your crypto watch lists, which didn't make a whole lot of sense. If you are looking at watch lists, you just want to be able to browse through them quickly. Same thing with alerts. If you want real-time alerts, maybe you're trading futures, maybe you're trading crypto, maybe you're watching stocks, but you kind of want to know what's going on if there's a possibility that you might trade any of those things. So that has changed a lot about how things work, and I'm going to go over them in detail. So the first thing you'll notice is that on Mission Control and most other panels now, you'll see market is stocks, futures, crypto. You can pick one, you can pick two, you can pick all three. Now, if you don't have a market selected, watch lists and alert groups will handle alerting. You don't have to pick crypto and a crypto watch list. Same thing on real-time alerts. If we pull this up, you'll see market. You can pick the market. If you want to watch everything on stocks on the 60 to 4 hour, you're going to get a lot of alerts, but that's why I have this filtered to just the Mag 7. I'll have to see on Monday just to confirm, but I'm pretty sure you don't need stocks checked if you have a ticker group checked or a watch list checked or an alert group checked. These take precedence over what you have selected here. If you don't have anything selected, it won't matter. Also, things like current candle snapshot. A lot of these panels were duplicated. I'm in the process of going through them all and getting rid of some of the duplicates. There was daily breath crypto, market breath crypto. You'll see here on market breath, for example, there's a little stocks right here. It will tell you what you are watching. So if I pick all of them, this is going to combine stocks, futures, and crypto and tell me what's moving in what direction. So you can pick one, pick all, pick two. Same thing with daily breath. You can pick a market. So there's a lot more flexibility now in what you can watch and how you can configure different layouts. So you'll see up here, this is set to stocks and futures. I have one for crypto. And if I switch to that layout, this is all my crypto stuff. So crypto tickers, crypto alerts, market breath set to crypto. I have crypto market cap, fear and greed, top gainers, things like that. This is all crypto based for the most part. I still have some futures info here, economic events, the VIX. But in general, I have two different workspaces now. One is crypto based, the other stocks and futures. So there is an easy way to flip between those that I recently added. If you go to actions, assign hotkeys, you can assign hotkeys to different layouts. I have crypto as the number 2 and stocks and futures as 1. So you can add other hotkeys for other layouts like default large. I could pick 3 and save this. And now if I just press 1, it will pull up my stocks and futures. If I press 2, it will pull up my crypto. So I can quickly switch back and forth between these layouts. I also added rename layout, so you can rename layouts. I am surprised I missed that feature, but it wasn't there. I also added a customize tape option, which is this scrolling list of tickers. If you click customize tape, you can use a default for stocks and futures, which I think is Mag 7, default for crypto. I don't know what the list of tickers is on that. You can assign it to a watch list. So you could pick a watch list and say, I want my favorites and this. And if you want to sort it, you can select A to Z, hit save, and this will update and show. You'll see it's mixed crypto, futures, probably some stocks in here somewhere. Did I pick stocks? I don't think I have any stocks in this here. Let's add Mag 7. Save, and now you'll see NVIDIA, QQQ, Sol, SPY, Tesla. You can also, if you don't want that scroller, you can turn it off and it will kill it. You can also put in custom symbols and just type in a list like Apple, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Netflix, Google. Save that, and then you'll see here, Apple, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Netflix, Google. The reason I did that is if you are working in a crypto layout, you may not care about stocks or futures. The other option here is to hide this list of defaults, because now there's a default large, medium, and small for crypto and a default large, medium, small, just to give everyone a starting point depending on the device that you're on. But if those are annoying or in your way, you can just hit hide and you'll see they disappear here. This is still being shown because it's set as this device default. If I set it to something else like D3 set device default, you'll see default is gone. You can also just hide crypto. So if I turn defaults back on and just crypto, you'll see I just have the default large, medium, and small, which are for core stocks and futures, but crypto is gone. I think that's it on actions. The other thing to be aware of is how setups are displayed now. If you haven't switched this, the default is stocks and futures because that's what most people are trading. But you can pick stocks and futures, just stocks, just futures, crypto, or everything. And you'll see we get a mix of crypto tickers with stocks and futures in here. What I did was I added a specific crypto view. So I just click on this. It just gives me the crypto stuff that I want to look at. I also have one for futures. I have one for gappers, which we're not going to get any results right now. Inside bars. This is for stocks. You can see stocks and futures selected. So you can really customize this any way you want. If you don't care about crypto, you can keep it out of your way. If you do want to keep an eye on crypto, it's very easy to incorporate. Whereas before, if you wanted to browse through setups, you had to completely switch the workspace that you were in and go to Crypto Universe, which was a little annoying. And lastly, I saw that credits were used on this AI search tool, so I reloaded those, and I also added some logging because I was trying to do all monthly inside bars, something like this, for example, and it thought that I was looking for the ticker all, and I realized that we need to train GPT on some of the terminology, and having a record of search queries and the results that were returned by the AI and the URL that it redirected you to will help me to improve how it functions so that you get the right results. I think that about covers most of the major changes. Also alerts. If you check the alerts page here, you'll see this also has a stock, futures, and crypto. And these options, when you turn on or off and apply, they will be saved. So next time you come back, you'll have the same settings here. Same thing for simultaneous breaks. A lot of under the hood changes. The biggest being no more crypto and stock universe, or what I used to call core. Everything is kind of merged together. It's much easier to get around. You can do mixed alerting, manage all of your watch lists in one place without having to jump through a bunch of hoops. So I think that's it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Don't forget, there is a free trial going on, stratalerts.com. Try it for 7 days. Doesn't cost you anything. Cancel whenever you want. If you like it, great. If not, let me know why. All right, I'll catch you in the next one.